This week we do not have any assignments due, but the assignment I want you to keep in mind is the paper prototype, which is due on week 5 and it's worth 25 points. This is going to be a prototype of your e-learning module in paper format. Paper in quotes because obviously you're going to work on it probably on something like Word and you're going to submit like that. So it's not a hard copy, but still it's more of a written document explaining what you're doing and providing your structure and everything in paper, not yet in the actual program that you will use to develop your module. So it must contain all the content written and laid out as it should appear in your final project, the digital version. This includes your assessment, so everything that the learner will see in your final project needs to be written down here for your paper format. It's just not going to be formatted in that program, but it has to be created for this assignment. So your submission will include, again, the description of the context, learners, and learning objectives. You can revise it if necessary. You have to include all your instructional content materials, all your assessments. You're going to include a site directory or map. You're going to include a storyboard. And you're going to include a self-evaluation using Merrill's 5-star instructional design rating. That first piece of your paper prototype, the context, learner, and learning objectives section, is exactly what you submitted in our assignment 1, except that you must revise it if necessary. If I indicated that there were things that needed improvement, if there's no revision, there will be a deduction of 5 points. So you get to go back and review chapters 1, 6, and 12 for the information about how to identify the context for requisites, and also the specific sessions for learning objectives and majors information about learning objectives to complete this part and rewrite it if necessary. The instructional content, materials, and assessment is going to benefit from what you read last week, so chapters 2 and 3, but also what you're reading this week, so chapters 4 and 8. The assessment piece is going to come from chapter 5, the tests. Chapters 13 and chapter 14 also have some good information to help you here. Chapter 14 is talking about the visual display, which you will start incorporating in this paper. 2 additional sections will be for your site directory and map. I'm also going to introduce you to the term of a flowchart to illustrate the flow of students going through your content in this assignment, and also the concept of wireframe, which is more appropriate for when you're doing things like a website as opposed to a video in which you would use a storyboard. And for these, chapter 15 is going to have great information regarding navigation. Last but not least, the section that has to do with the self-evaluation using Merrill's 5-star instructional design rating is going to benefit from your reading of that article that we've made available in the reading section of the website. Your assignments link on the course website again has the information about this particular assignment. So if you scroll down to where you find paper prototype assignment, again you're going to find some overview. You're going to have a document with the assignment requirements more specific. You're going to have your grading rubric. But also down here you're going to see some examples of storyboard and some example paper prototypes here that you can refer to if you wanted to see what other students in the past have done and how they've done it.